Hello, welcome back to more Rogue Squadron. Again, with me, as always, is...
Hi, I'm Chaos Argate. Did you say Rogue Squadron?
Rogue Squadron. I'm sure I used to say it when I was like that when I was a kid. Probably not, but...
Alright, Elmer Fudd, what are we doing today?
We're hunting TIE fighters. So this game is divided into several acts, and it likes to play out the text. So, I mean, skip to, like, somewhere, I don't know. Skip ahead if you don't like scrolling text. Turn the audio off if you want, whatever.
I can't believe you didn't put the actual Star Wars theme over this
oh, no.
MIDI.
No, this is the actual, like, Star Wars.
No, I mean, like an orchestral version.
Oh.
Instead of the MIDI.
Actually, you know what? Speaking about that, I don't think we mentioned this. I think I only told you this in our non-recorded conversations. So, interesting thing to know is that the audio actually doesn't, like, so the audio design for this game, LucasArts didn't give the company, Factor 5, whatever, the rights to, like, go through their audio. So, and apparently they gave them, like, really, really scrubbed, dumbed down versions, and they were so bad to the point where apparently the, like, audio guy for this game said he could get better audio just by ripping it off of his VHS.
Oh yeah, I remember this conversation.
yeah. I can't remember if I mentioned it in a previous video, but I always loved that story. Like, how bad does your audio have to be for, like, a VHS copy off of a stereo, TV? It must be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, my audio samples are better than the originals, or the dumbed down originals, anyways.
It's an inventory hub for the local bases in the system.
So basically, this mission is Case and Moore, our newest member of Rogue Squadron, has decided to sell the Empire out, and to do so in basically a show of faith, she's pointed out this Imperial base on the moon, and it's got, like, special technology or whatever. So
private channel, sir.
So we're basically gonna escort once again some ground forces. Thankfully, this time it's not so bad escorting them. They're certainly not as bad as the second mission, but you just obviously got to make sure to clear their path first, and then you can go around and do whatever you want.
Okay. Oh.
Also, seriously, those little, like, they're not even chicken walkers. They're the worst kind. I think they're like SC-ATs or something. I can't remember what their name is. But in any case, they're like one of the more dangerous foes in this game because they shoot rather fast.
I can see that.
Yeah, they shoot fast, and, like, their bolts don't come in at the same time, and I think that actually affects how much damage you take, because it counts as, like, 2 separate shots rather than 1. I don't know. Again, this is one of those things that I'm sure is somewhere in the code, but I don't really have the means to go look into it and see what's what. But
is there actually, like, anywhere to see the same source code? Because if not, then you'd be looking through, like, compiled code, bytecode, and that's kind of miserable.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'd hazard a guess and say there isn't any, just because ported nature of the game and all that. But I don't know. In any case, this mission, it's once you've cleared the path for the ground forces, which is, I mean, fairly simple, just a straight line. It becomes kind of easy. Just, like, scour the map and find all the turrets and basically destroy them all. It's really the way you want to go to put up your kill count.
Okay.
Because unlike other levels, I mean, we're on a moon, so there aren't too many opportunities for little ground troops. And generally speaking, those are, like, really good for raising your kill count.
The base shield is down. We're beginning our attack. Did Skywalker make that shot? That was me. I thought I was the best. Hey! Okay, Rose.
They have that conversation like 2-3 times in the game, too.
And go home.
The exact same one, or...?
Yeah, like there's at least like one other instance of Wedge being like, "Hey, I thought I was the best," and then
All Imperial air cover. We can't complete the mission unless
Oh, Wedge.
Nah, you forgetful SOE. But this level, I think, starts the trend of harder to find secrets, and we'll get to see that pretty shortly. I guess technically they're not secrets, they're more of just the upgrades, but they're hidden in areas that you wouldn't necessarily go to. So for example, like, we see this building, and, you would never have any incentive to come here. It's literally on the opposite corner of the entire map. Like, just because we're in travel mode right now, which is the fastest way you can move, right? And it still takes us a long time to get back to our ground forces. And Rogue Squadron likes to do that 2 or 3 times, where it'll put a secret or an upgrade in a location that you wouldn't have any reason to ever go near.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying because some of the upgrades can be fairly important. Of note would be I think the one we just got was in Enhanced Shields. Enhanced Shields is really good. Gives you at least 1 extra free hit, so we aren't as vulnerable. It also applies to all ships. Some upgrades only affect some. Like we'll see. I think we've seen a new one that only affects like 1 or 2 ships next mission. But improved shields will pretty much affect all of them, which is really good. Generally speaking, too, there's like some sort of indicator to show that we have upgrades. For example, improved shields will have the ship icon on the top left will become blue to signify you have that extra layer. I think the only one that doesn't have that is turbo lasers. I think the improved lasers doesn't have anything to show it.
I, for one, am glad you're here. You're fighting for your own ideals now.
Yeah.
I mean, technically that's false. You could be with the Empire and fight for your own ideals.
But would you really be like fighting for your ideals if you're fighting for the wrong side?
Well, I mean, if your ideal is to crush Ewoks on the moon of Endor, and actually, I'm all for it. Screw those little bumpkins.
Just go, just post like Gray Fox's speech at the end of Metal Gear Solid here.
Cason Moore's information has once again provided the location of a hidden enemy base responsible for the.
So again, Cason Moore showing she's got quite a vast amount of information, a wealth of information, if you will, and it's provided us with another location. This time it's in construction yards, and I like this level, but it's got more AT-ATs, and we're limited to snow speeder, so guess what we can do?
Cripple them for a little bit.
Oh boy!
Be sure to destroy their scanning posts.
So when do we get to play as the rear gunners?
Squadron of ties are out on
sadly, I don't think there's ever an opportunity in any of the Rogue Squadron games to play as the rear gunner. Frankly, it'd be pretty boring, even in like a co-op mode.
Form up.
Even in like one of those dumb co-op modes where you give it to your brother so that he can play, like, you do this, you'll be the defensive gunner, it'll be cool.
That's a little disappointing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's sort of like Y-Wings. Y-Wings are supposed to have like a defensive gun on them, but there's never any opportunity to play as a defensive gunner.
Yeah, oh well. I mean, that could make for a cool rail shooter section.
Yeah. I think the problem that Rogue Squadron had in later iterations is that instead of getting like a rail shooter where you're like a defensive gunner, or maybe something on a more on a larger scale where maybe you're a gunner on like a capital ship, or maybe like the Millennium Falcon, whatever. In Rogue Squadron, they changed that so that you're fighting on the ground, and that really didn't like translate well to consoles. So, yeah, it tried to be a little too much.
Sir, we found some advanced
Ah, there we go. So advanced bombs is something that will only ever affect Y-Wings. So,
Are they like EMPs for Y-Wings?
no, we'll see that whenever we get to fly as a Y-Wing. Also, the upgrades can be a little annoying. I had this happen to me in a cut run where those upgrades will bob up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Why they do that, I don't know. It's like the dumbest thing ever. Because those things can sink into the ground. So, and snow speeders have a minimum height restriction because they're supposed to be like repulsor craft or whatever. Basically, they float above the ground rather than flying. It's really nerdy. Like, it's cool that they put it in and like it follows the lore. But anyways, so the problem is that since you have a minimum height and the upgrade can bob up and down, it will sometimes dodge you. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. And
that's obnoxious.
Yeah, so like even if you slow down, sometimes the cycle basically of it going up and down, you'll miss it. So it can be really frustrating because you have to basically fly away, turn around, and come on it, and hope it doesn't happen to you again.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of like trying to hit some targets in Genki's Mind Over Matter in Saints Row 4.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not bad, it's just annoying if you miss the cycle. That just eats away at the clock, and it's like, oh no, I have less time to get gold.
Yeah. God, I love hearing their screams. I know that sounds barbaric, but
I was gonna say, that's kind of fucked up.
It's just because they played with the... If the sounds were more like lifelike, I guess, if they didn't sound like munchkins, I wouldn't feel so bad.
Oh, so it's like how GoldenEye has like really cartoony like gun sounds?
Yeah. It's like when, you're in GoldenEye and you're on the airstrip level in the tank and you shoot a dude in the head because you can, drive and shoot at the same time. So you shoot him in the head and then he goes like, ugh! And then as you're driving forward, you can crush him. So he'll scream twice.
Oh my!
So it'll be like, ugh, ah! And like as you crush, and it also plays the crushing sound. It's the best.
If not for the fact that GoldenEye has some pretty slapstick sound effects, that'd be really fucked up.
It's like, it's also why I love Perfect Dark, where like if one of the like data dying guys, if you kill him, he's like, why me? It's like super dramatic and overacted, but it's amazing. It's something I wish would like come back. Anyways, this level gives you a ton of stuff to shoot at, so like you never really have to worry too much about your kill count. Obviously, you want to make sure that you kill enough guys on the ground and so on. But once you've destroyed all the buildings, like the main factory buildings, that's pretty much the end of the level.
To take the fight to the Imperials for once.
So that being said, don't kill the AT-AT walkers. I don't think you have to. So just like screw them. They're a waste of time anyways, and just go around with killing ground targets. Especially all the infantry, because like they each count for one kill. So. Yeah, like 83. It's a high, there's a high bar, but like you can get it easily, especially with the time limit I was on.
Help! It won't stop. It won't stop.